Hi, folks. It's September 7th. Yesterday we were 1-1. We took two dogs. We hit the Miami game, the plus 120, which was great. They actually beat the hell out of the Dodgers 11-4, which was kind of fun to watch. I didn't watch it, but I got to see the score kind of evolve. The second thing is we also then lost the late game on Detroit against New York 4-3. That was a close game. Unfortunately, I probably should have took the plus 1.5, but I didn't. So anyway, it is what it is. It's always nice when you play the dogs and you're hitting 500, you make money. If your units are consistent, we didn't have consistent units. I think I put two on Detroit and one on the Miami game, but still, it's good to do well, at least 50% or better on the dogs. Today, actually, we're going back to the Detroit game. I'm going to show you guys the breakdown on this. Right now, their predictive confidence based on the model I have has Detroit at 46/17. It's a little bit flawed, but I'll still explain why I'm taking this bet. Is the pitcher, actually, Rodriguez from Detroit, has not started the game. He's got 3 innings pitched this year, so his ERA and WHIP are 0. That basically falls into a remarkably high category on the pitching, which you can see here. He's getting max points at 192. For the ERA and WHIP, that's probably a little inflated. Even if you cut that score in half, 46 down to 23, you're still getting, at a slight advantage on Detroit. That's largely because we're on Doan over here. He's 1.34 WHIP and 5.70 ERA. If I break down the numbers for you on Rondon, a 1.34 WHIP, the last 7 days is hitting 44% at 12-15 and negative 1.2 units. More importantly, his ERA at 5.70 is hitting 47% at 14-16, but ironically, a plus 0.52 units, so basically half a unit plus. So the pitching here is really up in the air. You've got a home team advantage, road team advantage. If you look at Detroit on the road, they're 36-34. To New York's 38-33. This model allocates basically 32 points based on the fact that I give a slight advantage. I expect a little better results on the home team than I do on the away team, so they both get allocated 32 points. But it's pretty close. Let's look at the last 10 games. Detroit is 4-6. A 4-6 team over the last week is hitting 34% at 11-21, negative 9.2 units. If you look at New York at 8-2, right here, they're at 48% in that range at 12-13 and negative 3.7 units. So 48% over 34% is a slight advantage to the Yankees. I am taking Detroit again. Another reason is the away dogs have been very hot over the last week or so. They're hitting 56% at 15-12 and plus 8.9 units. The away dogs have been making money. Then the split percentage at 48%, almost 50-50, but at 48%, those teams are hitting 53% over the last week at 9-8 at plus 0.4 units. So this game is very close. I'm not saying go nuts on Detroit. I'm saying this game is almost a coin toss, and at plus 136, you put a unit down, and I feel good about that. The second game that I'm looking at here today is the Angels. The Angels have been very cold, but there's some goodness in this pick. At minus 105, you've got a predictive confidence, and both the pitchers have stats here. You can see the Cleveland pitchers got 14 starts, the Angels pitchers got 18 starts. So the model is complete. There's no null value that's going to kind of disrupt the overall projected confidence. So at 41-20 or 41-2, you got a 39% difference, which is very high. Love that, especially on a dog. It's not a big dog. We're talking minus 105 versus minus 115, so it's a small dog at home. But anyway, let's break down the pitchers. The pitcher for Cleveland, Quantrill, is 2-6. His WHIP is 1.151 over on Cleveland, which has a 40% win percentage the last 7 days at 8-12 at 0.37 units. His ERA is 6.16, is hitting 47%. Not great, but almost 50-50. Whereas you look at the pitcher for the Angels, he's at 1.19. Those guys are hitting 59% the last week at 20-14 and plus 1.6 units. Add in the fact that he's at 4.30 on the ERA. The data analytics over the last week show a 37% win percentage at 13-22 and negative 10 units. I would say I like the WHIP way more than the ERA, and you're getting a 59% on Canning, you're getting a 40% on Quantrill, so you got about a 20% advantage on the pitching. Go to the Passan model, it's kind of a wash at 4-4. Look at the last 10 games. Cleveland is 6-4. Teams that are 6-4 over the last week are hitting 64%. Ironically, teams that have won 0 out of the last 10 or 1 out of the last 10 are hitting 63%. So teams that get this bad seem to turn it around. In the last week at 5 and 3 at plus 3.6 units. Home dogs are actually only at 48% the last week at 20 and 22, but they are plus 1.7 units. So home dogs are getting plus money typically, and they're actually positive units. At 38% of the split over here on the Angels, they're at 48% at 14 and 15 the last week at plus 1.6 units. And then look at the home road records, 32 and 36, 31 and 37. These teams are about the same home road. It doesn't really matter. I think the Angels are going to turn this game around. I really do think today I'm going to go 2-0. I'm putting basically 1.5 units on both games. I wish you guys the best of luck. I'll be at the Chiefs game tonight. I'm not going to break down the Chiefs game. I will probably put out a video on NFL maybe Sunday, maybe not until after the first week is over so I get a week of analytics. But let's win some money. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll be in touch. Bye.